up, we have Vince Ward. Vince out there. Is that? Okay. If anybody was at the VIP party, I know you saw this guy. You know what I'm talking about. Iron E. Singleton. Yo, Scott, can we have some dance music? Hey, my man. Good to see you, man. How are you? All right. I love you! Next up is Lou Temple.
Lou, we said Lou, not boo. We said Lou.
Next up is everyone's one-legged farmer, Scott Wilson.
I was just informed by Mr. Lou Temple that Scott Wilson is not here at the moment.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
He'll be here.
He'll be down.
He's my brother. I'm leaving my mustache waxed to Herschel. Maybe my mustache too, unless Carl wants to use it.
I'm so sorry, you guys. It's got one leg. It takes forever.
Right. It takes a little time.
Next up, if anybody heard the interview on WMMR that this gentleman was kind enough to do, the man with the soulful voice, Michael Rooker.
Standing, oh, I would have done it. How you doing?
And last but not least, Denai Guerrera.
Give me a high five from right there tonight. Here. Boom. Okay, what do you want? All right. Hey, check this out really quickly. Before we get started, I'd like to give a shout out, wish a special happy birthday to none other than Robin. Happy 16th, along with this Wednesday coming up. Keep it short. Beautiful assistant, Laura. So happy birthday to you and everyone else that came in and told me it was their birthday. But I got a special birthday. Could you give a wave to everybody? I would like to say happy birthday on the count of 3, everybody. 1, Happy birthday!
No.
All right, thank you.
No.
Merle's shutting down shop.
No happy birthday stuff, okay? Come on. Happy horny night for everyone.
All right, the way we'll do this is, please raise your hand if you have a question. Please be quiet so we can hear the question. It's hard to hear from up here, so please just let the person asking the question speak. And if you have a question, raise your hand. Right here.
I have a question for Denai. I was just wondering if the writers told you how in the last episode you got that picture for Carl so quickly.
I could give you several answers for that, but the quick answer is that Michonne would never tell.
She'll never tell.
All right, who else has a question? Right here.
In your post-apocalyptic zombie, what would be your favorite weapon?
Mine would be Michonne.
Get him, Michonne, get him! That's a zombie, get it!
Although I will say this, I like to talk a lot and she doesn't, so it might be a fate
Keep it
worse
short,
than death.
It might work out really well.
Fate worse than death, not talking.
I think Michonne's got a big long sword. I think she'd be good to have around.
Whatever's closest. Don't care.
I like
Question right back here.
Guy, mine is bigger than yours.
I know. Give her a couple glasses of wine. I like this girl.
All right, right here.
Thank you. Do I think she is? Is that your question?
Yeah, like a good role model for power women to be themselves.
I think thank you for that. I think the thing that is interesting about her is that she has connected to her self-reliance and to the idea, and really connected to her strength and to the idea that she is a victor. She can have victory over situations that look impossible, and to the idea that she doesn't need to please anybody. She's not interested in pleasing people. If it's not genuine to her, she's not going to engage in. And those are pretty cool things, I think, for women and girls even in our present society to absorb, and myself included. So I love that about her. You know, I think the good thing that's happening for her right now, though, is she's reconnecting to her heart, which I also think is a very powerful part of being a woman. You know, is to actually, you know, I think the power of being that connected to her instincts as a warrior, but then also being connected to her heart instincts can really make her quite mostly her absolute most powerful self. So I think that combination is something that we women can possess and can really rule the world with. Why not?
So, basically, to sum it up, women rock!
Yeah.
I love you. I don't have any beads either, do I?
Question in the front row here.
Question for you: with all the subject matter and you know, filming with the heat and you know, all the makeup and the dirt they throw on you, how do you guys, you know, unwind when you're not filming?
Question is, how do we unwind when we're not filming with all the dirt and makeup and all that kind of crap they put on us? That's, by the way, that's called sexy dirt. We don't use real dirt. It's sexy dirt, sexy
dirt.
You know, right? Is that what they call it? That's what they call it.
Yeah, that's what it is, sexy dirt.
It makes us feel better.
Yeah, SD for sure.
I don't, well, what do you do? I mean, I don't really, I go to sleep. I go to sleep.
Get ready for the next day.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, man, it's beat. They wipe us out every day. You know, if you do a full day, 12-hour day out there in the woods with all the ticks and the chiggers and all that other crap running around, sweating all day long, you don't have time to wind. You don't have any energy to even wind down.
Sometimes I ride with Scott Wilson.
Yeah, oh, that helps.
Sometimes I like to take rides with him. In Georgia. He has a driver's license. He used to have a driver's license.
Well, he doesn't have one anymore in Georgia. Right?
No. Now I have to drive. It's not as much fun. Although he is very proficient at yoga.
He is a good yoga guy. Where is he?
Oh, yes.
He's doing
He hasn't
yoga.
made it yet. He's still how
Scott might be doing what he does to unwind, which is what I do to unwind a lot of times, and that's yoga.
Yeah, he yogas. Scott yogas a lot.
5 o'clock somewhere.
Yeah.
Question right here. With your hand up.
Michael, how much moral is coming from you? How much influence you have on the character, how he's written, how he behaves?
I stick to the script.
Yes.
I don't know what you mean by that. I love all the writing and everything that I read. I just soak it in. It comes out Merle. You believe that? You believe that? I got a bridge for sale.
Okay, question in the back. Girl jumping up and down. The girl over here.
Yeah, do you have a question?
Love you. Yes.
Let's hear it.
Do it.
Right here. Go ahead. Oh, wow.
What's your net worth? Skeptical that I would, but I'm curious that I might.
Okay, girl, all the way in the back that's jumping up and down. You, go. None.
What's that?
Last man standing? Thank you.
Who do we think is going to be the last man standing on that show? It certainly ain't going to be the head writer. You already lost 3 of those guys.
I had a question for the people.
I want to say Tyrese.
I had a question for the people that are on the panel that have their characters been killed off. A, how did you find out? And B, what did that feel like?
Oh, what's that? I missed it. See, Lou was talking to me and what had happened. Again?
I was asking for the people whose characters have been killed off. A, how did you find out that was going to happen? And B, what was your reaction?
We were...
Can we start with the girls?
Women rock!
So, about halfway through the season, or shooting the season, my bad, Miss Galen Hurd called us and she told us that Sophia unfortunately was going to be in the barn. And I was just like all of y'all, I didn't even think of it. It was as shocking as all of you were. But every character is going to come to an end. And I didn't really want to be a zombie at first because the prosthetic makeup is a little bit gross, but it was totally worth it, and it's made me an actor stronger actor. I found out because I was just there and I didn't have a script. So I was just there and then they just said, you know, you're gonna come out and then Michonne's about to kill you and then the government's gonna come in, try to stop her, then you're gonna get stabbed in the head. You know?
So it's Michonne's fault.
Always sticking things in the things.
I was going to help her when I thought she was alive, you know, just for the record.
Well, I actually found out, I read the script, so. Read the script. It was my fault, you know, you usually get a call about it, but the script was just sitting there in the makeup room, and I picked it up and I said, Oscar dies! And I mean, I was sad. The hardest thing about it is, say if you get killed on Tuesday, you have to come to work Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. But you know, you still got to give 100% to your fellow actors and actresses and stuff. So even though you know you're gonna die, it's been a cool run. So That's what it is.
But you know what? Those letdowns were a lot more thoughtful and gentle than mine because I was at the premiere and it was right before I did an interview with E.T. Entertainment Tonight. They were like, how do you like playing the character T-Dog? I was like, well, and Glenn walked behind me. He said, by the way, your character's about to die. So, no, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. It did not happen like that. No, I got the call maybe a month in advance, and Glenn and I were playing phone tag. He called me, didn't leave a message. So I called him back. I'm returning your phone call. Okay, I left it at that. He called me back. I need to talk to you, Ernie. No message. Dum, dum, dum. Whenever I don't get a message, I know there's something not good. So I called him back, left a message. He called me right back. He called me. Darn it, you called me. I mean, what is it? So he was like, unfortunately, we're going to have to kill T-Dog off. Where's that Price is Right music? You need it. Something like that.
Hey, can I say something?
Yes, sir.
When he got killed off, that was probably one of the saddest days I ever seen on a set because this man is loved by so many people and respected by so many people that we all cried when it happened.
I can't say anything. Thank you. I love you, brother. I appreciate it. I love all of them, though, but it was... that was the saddest thing. Well, I've said in interviews, the saddest moment was actually leaving all of these beautiful people here. And it wasn't the character T-Dog. It was like, okay, I enjoyed playing T-Dog, but I couldn't see these beautiful faces anymore. I couldn't go in and shake their hands, get hugs, kisses, and, you know, all that stuff. So I was really heartbroken about that. So, yeah. That was a big disappointment.
Yeah, right on. Good job, guys.
I did, yes, several. Yeah, I love him.
Hey, I'm the only actor here that was at his party. I tell you that right now.
You know what? I'll tell you this. Rooker's the man. I will love him for life. What happened was I had a premiere, I had a screening, and it was at the New York Comic-Con. He had just gotten back from Comic-Con, and he got off the airplane. I know he was exhausted. Because you know, you get really tired, you're getting all the love from people and everything. He got off the air, he got to the airport, he came directly to my house, which is like an hour or an hour and a half away from the airport. Now, never forget that. I'm truly indebted to Rooker for life. That was love. Yes. I love that man. I know you got it.
And I gotta tell you what, he's got a really nice house, man. It's got
Hey,
you gotta fix that wall though, dude.
He's climbing the wall like Spider-Man. He's climbing my wall like, get down, Rooker, what are you doing? Oh my God.
I just let them know that, you know, I could get up to your third floor window, not a problem at all, man.
Just imagine what Mr.
Let me say.
All that cliffhanger work I did.
I was treated very well production-wise. They called me in 3 weeks in advance. Glenn did, and he said, "Man, Axel's going to take a bullet in the head." And I'm like, "Whoa, you want to take that down a notch, hey?" And then you do the appeal dance. Well, what about that guy Alan? He seems like he's a real asshole. Let's take him out, you know. And you do that, and there's, the die's been cast. So then you start to figure out, well, all right. But they actually invited me in production and the writers to help build the episode and how I was going to go, and we decided that it should be a real gut punch, which hopefully we were able to pull that off. And it was really, I actually couldn't have asked to go out a better way, that it was that type of a gut punch, that we had a sense of peacefulness prior to, that Axel was there to maybe offer some service in the common good of protecting Carol. I did think it was strange that every bullet that missed Rick, every bullet that was shot at Axel Lane dead was seemed to hit him. But that was part of the human shield process. That's all right. So when you go though, it's true because what Vincent says is because And then Glenn had asked me not to say anything to the cast till he could visit with them. And then finally, they get the word, and then it's like, oh, dude, you're like, yeah, I know, but you know what? It was me or you. Just think of it that way, Beth. Think of it that way, Carol. Carl, Herschel, Alan. But I'm so happy and grateful to have been part of it and to continue to be part of it, clearly, as you do. But I would say that I'm most disappointed for Axel. I mean, I'm going to go on and get to do some really cool stuff, but I felt like Axel had a lot left to do and to offer, and we were just getting to know him, so I was bummed for him, man.
Plus, when you sign up, you sort of know how many episodes you're going to do anyways. You just don't want to think about, okay, it's getting close to that time. Hopefully, they might change their mind. But it happens.
Is that what happens? Like, do they tell you you're going to be in so many episodes, like when they sign on?
No.
No?
It's always a surprise. Pretty much.
Yeah.
I was told initially I had only 2 episodes. Wow. And I ended up going 3 seasons. So.
Wow.
Hey, right on, but dude, for me it was like, I think I got 2 episodes in this thing. Yeah, I got 2 episodes. We did, what did we do that first season? 3? And then I was gone for a whole, almost all season 2, and then came back, and then I'm back in season 3, so.
Okay. Question in the back. Oh, go ahead. No, girl all the way in the back that was standing up? Yeah.
Make it loud, baby. Louder, baby.
Did anybody hear that?
How do the actors prepare for the real?
How do you prepare for emotional death like Lori's death?
Okay, so the question was, how do you prepare for an emotional death like Lori's death? Okay.
How do the other actors prepare? What do you mean? Well,
We're supposed to prepare?
we don't prepare for that shit, man. And that's supposed to be a surprise to us, so we don't worry about that. As it happens, on the day it happens, that's when you react.
Okay. Question right here.
I'm just curious, Michael Rooker, you have that thing on your dominant hand. How hard was it to get used to having no use of that? I would have clunked myself in the head 16 times.
Oh, he did.
Yeah, of course I did. I have no dominant hand. Both hands are dominant.